What does it feel like when we are on the aligned path, when we are moving through life with purpose, meaning, and vigor in our step? We all know what it feels like to be misaligned. It feels as though we're forcing our way through reality and the currents are resisting us, and there is no flow, there is no ease to the things that we wish to do and accomplish. We should notice alignment by the absence of resistance. Often we encounter resistance in many aspects of our life. Often the resistance is most apparent in ourselves, in the various limiting thoughts that we have, the various habits, distractions, the things which obscure our mind and lead us into ignorance, ignorant actions, unconsciousness. These dispositions that we have to fall into distraction and ignorance keep us away from the aligned path. The aligned path, when it arises in your present experience, is a experience of profound clarity, flow, and purpose. There is a kind of effortless action, to use an example from Taoism, the idea of Wu Wei, the idea of just moving in harmony with the flow of nature. Our actions do not need to be forceful. It is a kind of quirk of often our culture where we seem to glamorize this idea of forcing our way through reality, of driving through resistance. Now, of course, there is going to be some degree of resistance in the world. There are going to be obstacles which you have to overcome in life, which will test your inner resolve, and they will, to some degree, disrupt the flow of your life. And we shouldn't turn away from such disruptions. We should embrace them for what they are, because we do, of course, discover ourselves through the adversity that we encounter. We discover the capacities that we have, certain depths of our resilience, which we may not have noticed had we not been tested in some kind of way. But when we are able to overcome this adversity and through that sort of realize certain depths to our being, the depths that can only be realized through initiation by fire, initiation through adversity. When we realize those capacities of our consciousness, we raise ourselves. We ascend, to use another word. And when we are able to ascend our consciousness to a higher level of clarity, wisdom, and meaning, the natural consequence of that is more aligned action, a more aligned experience in the world. Misaligned experience often comes with a sense of inertia, a sense that one is not going anywhere, not progressing. And this can be quite frustrating to encounter. No one likes to feel as though they're remaining stagnant in the same place. We wish to feel that we are going somewhere in a positive direction, in a direction which is gaining more and more wisdom, more and more capacities, and more insights into ourselves and reality. But the consequence of all these insights, they should always lead to some kind of change in our experience of reality. Our experience is the most intimate aspect of what life is at the end of the day. And all conversations regarding what is aligned and misaligned should always come down to our experience. And we should be able to notice in our experience certain signals of when we are in alignment with our deeper meaning structures within us. And when we are in misalignment, alignment should come with it, like I said, this energy of vitality, this energy of excitement, that you are pursuing something meaningful, and that meaning is invigorating you. You know, you're animated by some kind of transcendental force which is deeply nourishing you. When you are in a misaligned consciousness and consequently a misaligned form of acting in the world, you lack the vitality that comes with aligned action. You may be lethargic, you may feel drained of life force, you will feel as though what you are doing is not inherently meaningful. You're kind of just wasting your energy, or you're using your energy in such a way which isn't truly satiating you. And when you use your energy, which is a scarce resource that we all have as organisms, when you are using your energy in such a way which does not feel meaningful to you, this will lead to the symptoms of existential distress, the symptoms of the feeling that your life is being wasted, and it's passing by you before your eyes. And this is a deeply troubling experience to go through. But despite being troubling, it is also a profound catalyst for awakening. You see, we cannot awaken or have the experience or the event of awakening if we do not notice that we are prior unawakened. You know, before an event of awakening, there is the unawakened state. There is the state in which you are in a state of unconsciousness and you are doing things without the clarity of mind that comes when you awaken to who you are and what you are meant to be doing here. And this is why we shouldn't look down upon the unawakened state. We shouldn't look down upon misaligned action. Rather, we should learn through the calibration, because there is a calibration that comes when you notice misalignment, and then you can come back on course and you can notice the difference between misalignment and alignment. Notice the difference in your emotional experience, the difference in your experience of bliss compared to depression or lack of motivation. And as you notice the differences between the two, and you can thereby align yourself more firmly in aligned action and continually notice when you are deviating from aligned action, you can further ferment yourself in that mode of consciousness that comes with alignment, that mode of consciousness where you are at inner peace and harmony, and you are moving through the world with wisdom, clarity, and a high degree of consciousness. That's essentially the essence of what I talk about here, is understanding your consciousness and moving your consciousness to a higher degree of clarity and truth and bliss, ultimately, to create better lives, better experiences, better relationships with the world. That's what we're all here for. There is nothing else that is worth pursuing, in my view, ultimately. But I'll leave that at that. Hope that has been insightful. Enjoy the rest of your day.